Okay, so welcome to part 5 of this quarkus Java quarkus tutorials. Actually, these tutorials are good for beginners. So we're developing an e-commerce app right from scratch. So we've started with its back end, so later we shall see the front end. So we've just done with our interface, or you can say constructor. So you're done with the constructor. Now let's go ahead and look at getters and setters. But most people use these getters and setters, and others sometimes you may need them, other times you may not need them. Mostly in this quarkus, sometimes you may find that you don't need them, but if you find yourself that you need them, then we're going to be developing them here. Then at the end of the video, somewhere, not at the end, but somewhere in the video, that's why I like you to watch this video till the end. Do not skip. I'm going to be showing you a trick how to auto generate all the constructors, the empty constructor and the other constructor, and also the getters and setters, automatically auto generating them without just typing them. But right now let's dive in and you see how we make them manually. So these getters and setters, they're just methods. They get and set our parameters, of course, or our fields. So we can say, the first of all, let's start with our username. So public, let's start with a setter. Public. So when you're setting, this method is not going to return anything because just setting. Set, what are we setting? You're setting a username. Set username. Okay, so this is a method scope, and inside here we have to get what we have to set. So what are we going to set? So we have to set the username, but in this case it's a string. So we pass a string to this method, a string called username, to this method, and once we pass it to this method, it gets the username and assigns it to this username. So the purpose of these getters and setters, the sole purpose of these getters and setters, are to help us to use in any case when you have private fields, it's better to use getters and setters if you have private fields. Like for example up here, when you have private, so these fields will not be able to be accessed outside this file or this Java class. So in order to do that, or to be able to access them outside this class, you have to have getters and setters, ones that get, others and set. So this will help you to access them outside as this or this parameter, get this or set this. So you're getting, you're setting, but in this case we are just having them as public, so you can as well not even use this. They can be ignored if you're using public. Like right now we're using public, but for people who are using private like this, if you have these fields of yours private, and they will not be accessed outside this Java class. So it's so crucial that if you're using private, please make sure that you include the getters and setters. But now that we're using public, we might not need getters and setters, but I'm just doing them for the purposes of people who are using or they are declared these parameters or fields as private. And once you declare them as private, it's good practice that you do their getters and setters. So let's go ahead and do now. This is here we've set the username. Let's go ahead and get it. Public, this time we're getting, meaning we're going to return something. You get and return. So we're going to return string. Username is a string, so we're going to start to return a string. Void means you're not returning anything. If you miss this, you will see them in my basic Java tutorials.